Seneca once said, "You are not short on time. You just waste it." And that single line is a dagger to the heart of every man who spends his days scrolling, arguing, or drowning in distractions. Time is not slipping away because life is too short. It's slipping away because you're giving it away. Every wasted hour is a piece of your life you'll never reclaim. Every distraction is a thief that robs you of your future. And the harsh truth is this: most men don't realize they're bankrupting themselves until it's too late. Seneca's warning is not gentle. It's a wake-up call. A reminder that your greatest currency is not money, not possessions, but time. Think about it. How many hours have you lost this week to things that don't matter? How many times have you opened your phone, promising yourself just 5 minutes, only to watch an hour disappear? How many arguments, dramas, or meaningless distractions have stolen your focus, leaving you with nothing to show for it? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your life is not being shortened by fate, it's being shortened by choice. You're trading away your days for nothing. And Seneca's words are meant to shake you awake, to remind you that every moment counts, and every moment wasted is gone forever. So before we dive deeper into this Stoic lesson, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Why? Because here, we don't just talk about philosophy, we use it to transform our lives. We take the wisdom of the Stoics and apply it to the modern world, cutting away distractions, reclaiming our time, and living with purpose. And I want you to be part of this. Drop a comment right now and tell me, what's the biggest time waster in your life? Is it social media? Endless scrolling? Gossip? Procrastination? Share it below, because when you name it, you begin to take power over it. And when you share it, you help someone else recognize their own thief of time. Stay with me until the end, because you'll not only understand Seneca's warning, you'll feel the urgency to protect your time as if it were treasure. And together, we'll build a community of disciplined minds who refuse to waste the one resource we can never get back. Firstly, the problem: wasting time. Men waste hours on drama, distractions, and endless scrolling. They trade their most precious resource, time, for cheap entertainment and shallow validation. Hours vanish into arguments that don't matter, into feeds that never end, into moments that produce nothing but regret. We guard our money. We guard our possessions. We lock our doors at night to protect what we own. Yet we leave our hours unguarded, open to theft by distraction. We let anyone and anything steal our time, without resistance, without thought. And unlike money, unlike possessions, time cannot be earned back. Every wasted hour is gone forever. Seneca's words cut through the excuses. You are not short on time. You just waste it. That is the brutal truth. Life is not too short. It is simply mismanaged. Think about it. How many hours did you lose this week to scrolling through your phone? How many hours did you give away to gossip, drama, or distractions that added nothing to your life? Be honest with yourself. Write it down. Count the hours. Because until you face the reality of how much time you've wasted, you cannot begin to reclaim it. Here's the uncomfortable reality. Most men are not defeated by lack of opportunity, but by lack of focus. They are not crushed by fate, but by distraction. They are not robbed by enemies, but by their own habits. Every time you choose distraction over discipline, you're stealing from your future self. And here's the challenge. Drop a comment right now and tell me, what's the biggest thief of your time? Is it social media? Endless entertainment? Procrastination? Name it. Because when you identify the thief, you begin to guard your hours. And when you share it, you help someone else recognize their own. Picture this. Imagine if you reclaimed just 2 wasted hours every day. That's 14 hours a week, 56 hours a month, over 600 hours a year. That's enough time to learn a new skill, build a business, transform your health, or deepen your relationships. But instead, most men give those hours away to scrolling, binge watching, or meaningless distractions. The problem is not that you lack time. The problem is that you allow it to slip through your fingers. And if you continue to waste it, you will wake one day to realize that your life has been stolen, not by fate, but by distraction. Seneca's warning is not gentle. It is a mirror. And when you look into it, you must decide, will you continue wasting your life, or will you begin guarding your time as the treasure it truly is? Secondly, the Stoic perspective. The Stoics believe that life is long enough if you use it wisely. Every wasted hour is an hour you will never get back. They understood that time is the one resource we cannot replenish. You can rebuild wealth, you can regain health, but once time is gone, it is gone forever. That is why they treated every moment as sacred, every decision as weighty, every day as an opportunity not to be squandered. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire. Epictetus endured slavery. Seneca himself advised emperors. And yet, they all had the same 24 hours you have today. The difference? They invested their time in necessity, not in noise. They did not wait for the perfect mood. They did not chase distractions. They did not waste their lives on trivial pursuits. They acted with urgency because they knew that life is long enough if you stop wasting it. Think about that for a moment. You share the same hours as the greatest minds in history. The same sunrise, the same sunset, the same ticking clock. The question is not whether you have enough time. The question is whether you're using it as they did. Now, let's make this interactive. Ask yourself, how much of your day is spent on necessity and how much is lost to noise? Be honest. Is your time invested in building strength, wisdom, and character? Or is it consumed by scrolling, gossip, and distractions? Write it down, reflect on it, and share in the comments. What's one area of your life where you will begin to cut away the noise and invest in necessity? Because here's the truth. The Stoics were not superhuman. They were men who faced the same temptations, the same distractions, the same fleeting emotions as you. The only difference is that they commanded themselves to act with purpose. And if they could do it in the chaos of Rome, in the chains of slavery, in the courts of emperors, you can do it in your own life today. So take this perspective with you. Life is long enough if you use it wisely. Every wasted hour is gone forever. But every hour invested in necessity builds a legacy that endures. Lastly, practical application. This is the practical application, the battle strategy for your life. First, protect your time. Guard it as fiercely as you guard your wallet. Stop being a soft target. Implement high-friction barriers. You wouldn't leave $1,000 in cash on a park bench. So why do you leave 2 hours of your evening sitting on a digital park bench called Netflix, waiting to be stolen? Use the power of the non-negotiable no. If an activity doesn't advance your mission, the answer is no. Second, cut away distractions. Refuse to waste your hours on trivial pursuits. Most of what you do is noise, filler that keeps you busy but produces zero value. Audit your day with brutal honesty. Track where the time leaks. Identify those zero ROI activities, gossip, endless comment sections, mindless browsing, and cut them away like a surgeon removing a tumor. Third, invest your time in building strength, wisdom, and character. Spend it on the people who matter, the work that matters, the life that matters. This is where defense turns into offense. Time invested in the gym builds a body that lasts. Time invested in books builds a mind that leads. Time invested in real connection builds a legacy. You have to decide what your life that matters looks like. If you don't define your purpose, the algorithm will define your distractions for you. The gap between who you are now and who you want to be is filled with wasted time. It starts with one choice, one cut. Tell me in the comments, what's one specific distraction you will cut out today to protect your time? Will you delete the gaming app? Will you mute the group chat? Will you stop watching that low-value reality TV show? Share it. Because when you declare it publicly, you make a commitment not just to me, but to yourself. You move from passive acceptance to active execution. Declare it. because when you own your decision, you strengthen your resolve. And that's Seneca's warning. You are not short on time. You just waste it. If this message struck you, join our community by subscribing and sharing this video with someone who needs to hear it. Together, we're building a tribe of disciplined minds. Men and women who refuse to let their lives slip away in distraction, who choose purpose over waste, and who act with urgency. Remember, time is your greatest currency. Spend it wisely, protect it fiercely, and command yourself to live with purpose. Subscribe, share, and let's grow stronger together.